Up.
Too cute, exactly. And you know what's even cuter? That cat.
That cat is very adorable.
So cute. He was just, maybe he bought a ticket. Maybe he just wanted to hear some meowsic, like you said.
It felt like he needed to be up there.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a large wildfire burning nearly 4,000 acres in Kittitas County. We have the update.
And an in-depth look at the violent crimes that left 2 dead and several others hurt in Yakima. Emily Goodell with that report.
Also, a new report from the FBI that might surprise you. Why the Bureau says American streets are getting safer.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Tuesday, June 11th, and we are both looking forward to some cooler days ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the weekend. Yeah, that
the
too.
weekend is still a little ways away.
I think the cooler days are coming this weekend. I'm not totally sure, though, but Tiffany Savona has those answers, so we'll check in with her now. Tiffany, when are we getting that little cool down?
We're going to get a little bit of a cool down tomorrow, but then the big cool down arrives this weekend. We're talking about highs in the 70s. So if you're sick of the 80s, if you're sick of the 90s, well, you're in luck. We have nice weather returning just in time for all the dads out there. Go figure. That's their Father's Day gift, the more comfortable weather. Now, we do have a wind advisory in effect today. It's all about the wind. Wind gusts could get as high as 50 miles per hour for all of these areas in that tealish color. So that includes Moses Lake, Ellensburg, and down into the Simcoe Highlands. Everyone else not included in the advisory. It's still going to be a windy day, don't get me wrong. Those wind gusts may not be quite as high, so gusting up to potentially 40 miles per hour in places like Yakima, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, and Hermiston. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s this morning. It's a mild start relatively. 54 in the Tri-Cities. We're at 60 in Connell, 56 in Prosser, 65 in Walla Walla, and 56 degrees in Yakima. So you may need that extra layer before heading out the door this morning. And no problems expected weather-wise this morning, but this evening I have put that yellow light, so just use some caution because it will be a windy afternoon and a windy evening for you. So you may need 2 hands on the steering wheel. You may want to slow it down just a little bit and watch out riding next to those tall and very long trucks. High temperatures today, 88 degrees. Like I mentioned, we get a little bit of a cool down tomorrow. Big cool down arrives this upcoming weekend. We'll have all of those details coming up in a bit. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we begin with an update on a large wildfire in Kittitas County. The fire burning around 4,000 acres at the Yakima Training Center.
Officials say the fire is now fully contained, but this was the scene yesterday afternoon. The fire broke out just after 3 p.m., burning in the central and eastern side of the training center. According to officials, the fire was near the river and spread quickly. We're told a crew remained on scene through the night to monitor and respond to any hotspots.
A Toppenish man is dead following a crash on I-82 just east of Prosser yesterday evening. It happened just after 8:15 last night.
According to the Washington State Patrol, a motorcycle was traveling east when the driver tried to pass 2 semis. He struck both and was thrown from the bike. The 20-year-old from Toppenish was taken to Prosser Memorial Hospital, but did not survive his injuries. Both semi-drivers were not injured. And it was a weekend of violent crime in Yakima. 2 people are dead, several others are hurt, and police are still searching for suspects in some of those crimes, that is. And first up, a drive-by shooting, then a police chase that left several people hurt.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell was in court yesterday for the 3 men arrested in connection with this crime.
According to court documents, officers aren't sure who exactly fired the shots. However, a judge did agree to high bail amounts for each of the suspects, saying, based on the probable cause statements, their actions posed significant threats to public safety.
This trio is a danger to the community.
According to court documents, 35-year-old Jesus Torres Jr. was behind the wheel of a GMC Yukon, with passengers 25-year-old Alejandro Alvarez and 25-year-old Rogelio Arguin. Police say they chased a Cadillac to Sarge Hubbard Park on a busy Sunday afternoon when they opened fire, then took off, leading all but one YPD officer on duty at the time and other agencies on a more than 20-minute long police chase across the upper Yakima Valley, reaching over 100 miles per hour.
Lots of people will put at serious risk. People from Sarge Hubbard to Natchez and back to Yakima. Yakima because these three individuals had to shoot at somebody in the park.
According to court documents, Torres, in the driver's seat, caused 2 major crashes involving 5 other cars on 40th Avenue between Ritchie Road and Inglewood Avenue, injuring several people, including a 9-year-old child who was knocked out during the crash and their 12-year-old sibling.
It's simply unacceptable to put the risk on innocent people.
3 suspects reportedly took off from the crash scene on foot but were arrested soon after. In court, defense attorney Melissa Derry asked the judge for lower bail amounts.
Every individual on the criminal docket today enjoys the presumption of innocence at this stage. And again, in this report, it's not known who the actual shooter was, Your Honor. So I think that's important for the court to take into consideration.
Judge Jared Boswell agreed to the state's recommendation of $250,000 bail each for the 2 passengers. But for Torres, who's facing about a dozen charges, including vehicular assault, hit and run, and drive-by shooting,
I'm not satisfied with the state's request. I don't believe that $250,000 is sufficient to protect the community given the conduct that you displayed or allegedly displayed.
the judge set his bail at $750,000. The 3 defendants are expected to appear in court on Monday, June 24th, to be arraigned on charges. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
3-year-old Felipe Robles is in jail on $1 million bail after police say he broke into a neighbor's home in Yakima, attempted to assault a teenager, and then fatally stabbed the girl's father.
Police say it happened about 10:45 Friday night in the 1900 block of Bogus Street. They say a 42-year-old man was stabbed multiple times while trying to defend his daughter from the assault, allowing her to run to a different neighbor's home. Robles reportedly told police he had nothing against the man and said he was a good guy, but that Robles, quote, just did it.
It's very disturbing, especially given that we're talking about innocent, unrelated, random victims. Victim, of course, being a man protecting his own daughter in his own home.
Robles was arrested and appeared in court yesterday on suspicion of first-degree murder, first-degree burglary, and second-degree assault.
And one man is dead after a suspected gang-related shooting outside the Seasons Performance Hall Friday night while a rap concert was going on inside the venue. Police say a 38-year-old man was walking by the venue just after 11:30 p.m. when someone shot him multiple times.
He died at the hospital and no arrests have been made. The Seasons put out a statement condemning the violence and notifying the public that they wouldn't be canceling upcoming events. They also committed to working with police to host a community gang violence forum sometime in the future.
And there's a new report from the FBI that might surprise you. The Bureau says American streets are getting safer.
According to the FBI, the violent crime dropped 15% from January to March compared to the same time period last year. Murders dropped by 26%, rape by 25%, and robberies are down 17%.
We still have issues with gangs moving around, going into communities and getting in drug dealing, human smuggling, whatever it might be. And so the crime rate may then go up in a particular city while the rest of the country in general is going down.
Now, it's important to note the new FBI report showing a drop in violent crime includes data from 72% of law enforcement agencies, which voluntarily submitted their numbers.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the reason why you should call your doctor today.
No need to worry, though. It's not for the reason that you think it is. Jill will explain what that reason is coming up next in your health headlines.
You got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before. During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or 5 years no interest and no down payment. But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm. 'Cause 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 'c
free flags, sweet treats, and more. Hi, I'm Stacey Lee with Apple Valley News Now's Great American Flag Giveaway. This Friday, starting at 11, come to Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, where the first 50 guests get a new, full-sized American flag.
At Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, our goal is to guide the community to live their best lives, even and especially through the end of life. Come learn about our programs and pick up an American flag at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Visit us June 14th from 11 to 1 at 1480 Fowler Street, Richland.
From real quality that starts in our factory to real performance in your backyard, Steel tools are as tough and dependable as the people who use them. This Father's Day, give him the gift that's built for Dad. Right now, save $30 on the FS56 RCE gas-powered trimmer and save $20 on the MS162 gas-powered chainsaw. Real Steel.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They are lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry, you've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get 5 years, no interest, no down payment, plus free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Fly the Northwest over North Idaho's Lake Pend Oreille tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. A good excuse to check up on your health. It is National Call Your Doctor Day. The day was established by the nonprofit group Bright Pink in 2016. It's held on the second Tuesday in June and serves as a reminder to women to schedule their annual wellness exams. The group says women are often busy working and caring for others and may neglect their own checkups in the winter months. And these days, you may not actually have to make a phone call. You may be able to schedule an appointment online. An FDA advisory committee has voted to endorse Eli Lilly's Alzheimer's drug donanemab. The panel agrees the drug, which is designed to slow the progression of early Alzheimer's disease, is safe and effective. According to the Alzheimer's Association, 1 in 3 older Americans dies with Alzheimer's disease or another form of dementia. There's still no cure, but if this drug is approved by the FDA, it will be the second drug on the market to slow the progression of the disease. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, jury deliberations have begun in the case against President Joe Biden's son, this being the first time a sitting U.S. president's child has been on trial. Details ahead, but just before that story, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your full forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac? Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Welcome to our annual gathering, the NBA Finals.
Here we go.
At the center of it are 2 exceptional teams, and yet you're all a part of it. But remember, no one sifts the champagne until a champ is crowned.
The NBA Finals on ABC.
The NBA Finals, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Grab your kilts and join the fun Saturday, June 15th at the Prosser Wine and Food Park for a day filled with Scottish flair and family-friendly festivities at the 2024 Prosser Scottish Fest. This annual event promises a vibrant celebration of all things Scottish, featuring everything from heavy athletics and clan gatherings to Celtic bands, Scottish cuisine, and Highland dance. Tickets are on sale now at prosserscottishfest.org. Get yours today.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo single, just $5.99.
Need burger. Get burger.
More and much larger wind turbines could be coming.
As big as a Space Needle, we're going to see them from miles away.
But one local group says not here.
This just is not the right place.
The battle over wind power. Apple Valley News Now, Wednesday following the NBA Finals.
Put the toilet seat down. Why is that hard?
Next live, Theo James from The Gentleman, plus Adina Menzel.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Fly the Northwest over North Idaho's Lake Pend Oreille tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Hopefully your Tuesday is off to a good start. It's going to be all about the wind today. That's going to be the big story, as we do have a wind advisory in effect for the Simcoe Highlands and for the Kittitas Valley. That includes Ellensburg, that includes Moses Lake, and these areas could see winds sustained 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting up to 50. The rest of the region not highlighted in this wind advisory could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be windy essentially everywhere today. So just be careful as you're driving around here. Just some safety tips to go over. I know a lot of you already know these, but there's no hurt in just reminding some folks. 2 hands on the steering wheel. Watch out for branches or even trash cans that may be blown into the road. You may want to secure any of your lightweight outdoor furniture, or if the kids have any toys that could blow around, you may want to bring them inside or put them away, and avoid any outdoor burning. We still have some area wildfires. We do not want them to get any worse or new ones to pop up. Right now the wind is pretty light. You can see the trees barely blowing. Winds, our Legends Casino Skycam rather, showing partly cloudy skies in Richland. We do have a few clouds out there, but we will see plenty of sunshine today. It is on the mild side. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. Not a bad start to the day. 54 in the Tri-Cities, 65 in Walla Walla, 56 in Dayton, 60 in Connell, and 56 degrees in Yakima. So here's the big picture. We do have an upper level disturbance that will bring a weak front in throughout the day today. Here are those clouds that we're dealing with this morning. We'll see a few clouds this afternoon, but still plenty of sunshine, and we're not going to see any rain from this system, just a few more clouds this afternoon and this morning, of course. So that area of high pressure, it's anchored to our east, and there's that upper level disturbance up to our north and west. Between those two, we have a pressure gradient, and that's why we will see those windy conditions today. Tomorrow, that disturbance pushes off to the east. We have that front to the east, so we'll be a little bit cooler behind the system tomorrow, and we're not going to have to deal with much wind tomorrow either, so a nice break in the action. Thursday, we heat up once again as high pressure builds in, and then you can see this very large dip in the jet stream offshore. That's a stronger storm system. That'll be here this weekend, and that's going to bring us our big cool down just in time for Father's Day weekend. Today, we're going to call it very warm or hot, depending on how you feel, when temperatures are in the upper 80s to near 90, and windy across the board. 88 Tri-Cities, 88 degrees in Hermiston, 86 in Walla Walla, 85 in Yakima, 84 in Toppenish. Tonight, mainly clear. It'll stay breezy overnight. Those winds will start to diminish by early tomorrow morning, and it's going to be on the cooler side tomorrow. Not quite as mild as what we're dealing with right now. 48 in Yakima, 49 at Hanford, 50 in Tri-Cities, 48 degrees in Walla Walla. Tomorrow, more seasonable for this time of year. This is where we should be, with highs in the upper 70s along the foothills of the Blues, lower 80s from Tri-Cities to 80 degrees in Yakima. So we're warm and windy today, a little bit cooler tomorrow, but still on the warm side. 87 Thursday, and then here comes that warm up, or the cool down rather, that you're looking forward to, hopefully. Highs only in the 70s this weekend in the Tri-Cities. Lows in the 40s, so we're back to those chilly mornings. 85 today and windy in Yakima, 80 tomorrow, back up to 85 on Thursday, and then lower 70s with lower 40s this weekend. Wow. 86 and windy today in Walla Walla, 79 tomorrow, back up into the mid 80s, but it's brief Thursday because then here comes the cool down. Hermiston, 88 windy today, 82 tomorrow, back up into the upper 80s Thursday, and then slowly dropping. We're in the middle 70s this weekend into early next week. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany. In national news, jury deliberations have begun in the case against President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden. He has pleaded not guilty to federal gun charges. This case is the first time a sitting U.S. president's child has been on trial. And as Reed Binion reports, the president says he won't pardon his son if he's found guilty.
We're praying that things will work out, and let's see what the jury will decide.
The Biden family's pastor joining in a strong show of support at Hunter Biden's federal gun trial Monday, just hours before the jury began deliberating. President Biden's son faces 3 charges accused of illegally buying and possessing a gun while abusing or being addicted to drugs. He has pleaded not guilty. In court Monday, the first 3 rows were completely filled with Hunter Biden's friends and family, including First Lady Jill Biden.
Here you have the family that's showing love and support for a person who is giving the image of being rehabilitated. And so that could be sympathetic to the jury.
But in closing arguments, the prosecution was quick to remind jurors Hunter Biden's family support shouldn't impact their decision, saying, quote, the people sitting in the gallery are not evidence, and, quote, no one is above the law. The prosecution recapping key testimony and saying the evidence against Biden was overwhelming. In his closing argument, defense attorney Abby Lowell likened the prosecution's case to a, quote, magician's trick, saying prosecutors were trying to get a conviction without showing direct evidence Hunter Biden used illegal drugs during the time period when he bought the gun. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
If convicted, Hunter Biden could face up to 25 years in prison and a fine of up to $750,000, although it's rare that first-time offenders get the maximum penalty. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, there's a new ride at Disney World that's replacing Splash Mountain, and it's a Princess and the Frog themed ride. We take a look at the new ride and when it will be open. That's coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores.
And we have some deals we don't want you to miss.
Get ready for hot weather. This fan is a steal at $27.88.
A grill makes a great Father's Day gift. We have many in stock at great prices.
Steel weed trimmers, a great value at $149.99.
12 different Craftsman tools, great Father's Day gifts, only $14.99.
See all the deals using this QR code. Come see us at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Kick off the Memorial Aquatic Park summer season on June 13th at 3 p.m. with our $3 Schools Out special. The 1 p.m. daily open swim will then begin on June 14th for the rest of the summer. Get your season pass, inquire about swim lessons, or sign up for a swim team today. Join all the special events that Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. You can learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, and do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222. Tri-Q Credit Union C3 Slam. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dam Plaza.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment headlines this morning, we're taking a look at the newest character in Disney and Pixar's movie Inside Out 2.
That character is the emotion anxiety. The role is voiced by the actress Maya Hawke, and she says she was moved by the story of the film, and she has found ways to relate to her character.
I'm really lucky. I have a lot of anxiety, but I don't have debilitating anxiety or medical grade anxiety. But I do have there's like a character that I have in me that's like, oh no, oh I should put this here and I need the glove box and oh my gosh and oh no and oh.
I think I have a little bit of that too.
I definitely do, and I think my favorite character was Sadness, but I think it's going to be replaced by Anxiety now.
I think I'm really going to like this character.
Sadness was just so cute.
Very cute. Yes.
Well, Inside Out 2 hits theaters this Friday. That's June 14th.
And in more Disney news, there's a new ride at Disney World replacing the decades-old Splash Mountain attraction.
And the new ride is inspired by the movie The Princess and the Frog. It opens to the public on June 28th, but park employees and pass holders are the first to get a preview of the ride.
Now, there are still some similarities to the previous ride. For example, the structure of the ride has not changed, but the theme is completely changed. The original Splash Mountain ride was based on characters from Song of the South, a Disney movie that's been heavily criticized as racist.
Turning Splash Mountain into Tiana's Bayou Adventure is also happening at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, but an opening date has not been announced just yet.
All right, well, I'm going to have to see that movie because I haven't seen it yet.
So cute, and I'm excited for this ride because it's going to be that Bayou song. It's like going down the bayou. It's a good one. You're going to love the song.
I'll have to watch before I go on the ride.
Exactly.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we have a heads up for Ellensburg residents why you may see many emergency vehicles on the Central Washington University campus. Keep it here. We've got what's happening.
Also, Franklin County Fire District 3 is updating a language on the ballot. This one asking voters to support a levied lid lift this upcoming election. We have the details in just a few minutes.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's got a great swing. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Hard work, perseverance, courage. These are the attributes of a champion. A lifetime of success starts here at the Children's Developmental Center. Every child needs a champion. Support our mission of empowering families and improving children's lives. Join us for our fundraiser, Summer Cuisine at Terra Blanca, presented by Country Financial. Will you be one of our champions?
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees.
Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $300 off any tablet.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's got a great swing. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a medical call at a chemical plant turns fatal. What investigators say could be the reason for a man's death.
Franklin County Fire District 3 again asking voters to support a levy lid lift. We have what they're updating this next election cycle.
Also, the reason you may see lots of emergency cars on the Central Washington University campus tomorrow.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Tuesday, June 11th.
And Jill, when I was looking at Tiffany's forecast earlier, I saw that lows were going back into those high 40s, low 50s, and I'm not too happy about that. I thought we were getting warm, we're getting cold.
Some crisp
apparently.
mornings coming up for sure.
Exactly. So meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more details right now. Tiffany, what are we seeing right now as we're waking up, and what are we going to see later on?
You know, it's pretty mild this morning, but Jessica, I'm just like you. I always need that jacket on standby, so never pack it away for this season because you always do get those cooler mornings from time to time. Right now, we're taking a look at our wind advisory. It's going to be all about the wind today, and that wind advisory includes places like Moses Lake, Ellensburg, and down into the Simcoe Highlands. That's where wind gusts could potentially get as high as 50 miles per hour. So these are where the strongest winds will be, areas under the advisory. Areas outside of the advisory, which is many of us, Yakima, Toppenish, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Hermiston, it's still gonna be windy. The wind gusts won't be quite as high, up to about 40 miles per hour. Now, our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam showing that we do have partly cloudy skies out there. We do have a batch of clouds moving across the region from west to east this morning, and those clouds will be clearing out by the afternoon, giving way to more sunshine. It's 54 in the Tri-Cities right now, 65 in Walla Walla, a little bit milder there, 66 in Hermiston, 57 in Prosser, and 56 degrees in Yakima. I know a lot of the kids are wrapping up school this week. Hermiston Public Schools, it's your last day, so I'm sure the kids are excited for that. As the kids are heading off to catch the bus, or if you're dropping them off at school, they probably don't need that jacket. Temperatures will be around 70 degrees around drop-off. It's going to be warm for recess, 86, windy during the afternoon, 88 degrees, but those winds will die down tomorrow. We'll get a little bit of a cool down tomorrow, and then an even bigger cool down by the weekend. So we'll have that full Father's Day forecast, and we'll also talk about a neat opportunity that the National Weather Service is putting on for you this week, coming up in a bit. Ladies.
Thank you, Tiffany. In depth now, a man is dead after he fell down a tanker truck while working at Two Rivers Terminal, LLC in Franklin County. Around 5 p.m. on Friday, Franklin County Fire District 3 responded to what first came in as a medical call at the Two Rivers Agriculture Fertilizer Plant on Glade Road in rural Franklin County.
The fire chief says the call was upgraded to a technical rescue. Firefighters say the man who died was 56 years old and worked at the plant. They told us the man was on top of a semi-tanker truck and was hosing out the truck. Employees later lost track of what the worker of that worker, and he was later found face up at the bottom of the tanker truck.
It was a 70% sulfur used, common in agriculture, crop production, but it does off gas into hydrogen sulfide, which the gases, over a period of time, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, can be hazardous, to make the atmosphere hazardous. So we did a quick monitor with our gas detection equipment.
Nobody else was hurt. However, the atmosphere the worker was in is fairly toxic, so the gases the man was around could be a reason for his death, or it could have been from the fall. The Franklin County Coroner's Office is investigating.
A heads up for Ellensburg residents. The Central Washington University campus will be the site of a full-scale mass casualty incident exercise tomorrow.
That means you may see emergency vehicles in the area of 18th Avenue and Alder Street from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This exercise gives public safety agencies the opportunity to train and evaluate their response to a mass casualty incident.
Actors will be taking part in the exercise, and simulated white smoke will also be used during the training exercise. The CWU Office of Emergency Management wants the public to know the event is purely fictitious and the emergency activity is taking place for testing purposes. Franklin County Fire District 3 will be asking voters to support a levee lid lift on the upcoming August 6th ballot. It was first brought to voters in November of 2023, but it did not pass. Some language is being updated for this next election cycle. Voters approved a fire levy rate of $1.27 in 2018. Since then, the rate has dropped to 88 cents, while call volumes have increased by 49%. Current staffing levels are unable to keep up higher call volumes and overlapping calls.
Are you confident it'll pass this time?
You know, I'm really optimistic. I'd like to think it does. If not, we'll probably have to go out again and just kind of keep out there and keep changing our message, crafting it so that the voter knows, has all the information they need when they go out to the polls. And just, on that, we do some, analytics and look at what people think about when they vote.
If voters approve the lid lift, it'll fund one additional full-time firefighter to seasonal firefighters for wildland fire season, and it will build up a reserve fund or capital improvements at Fire Station 33 on South Landing Road.
For those interested in a little bit of local history, the B Reactor Museum Association will be hosting a presentation at the Richland Public Library. This presentation explores the genesis of Hanford's plutonium finishing plant, also known as the Z plant. Doors open at 6:45 p.m. and the presentation starts at 7.
And the historic Downtown Kennewick Partnership says this year's Classy Chassis Car Show and Shine was their largest one yet. The event was held on June 1st and featured more than 240 cars lining Kennewick Avenue from Washington Street to Dayton Street. Organizers say so many people turned out for the event, they had to expand to portions of the side streets. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, professional soccer players got to visit students at a local elementary school.
This after two teams won big in the All-Star Soccer Championship. Riley Fitzgerald in with that story next.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Congratulations if you finished something this spring, like high school, college, graduate school. Maybe you finished your working career. Maybe you finished a project and you have a new toy. Make it a good summer and be careful.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Michael Jordan is the player we've been waiting for. I'm gonna build a shoe line around just him. He doesn't even want to meet. And if we're gonna make it, we gotta take risks. You have our attention.
Air, a broadcast television premiere tonight on ABC.
At the Pacific Clinic, we understand the juggle of parenthood. That's why the PC is your one-stop shop for all your health, sports, and medical needs. Schedule your appointments around your favorite group fitness classes and use our on-site childcare services.
From women's health to care for your little ones, we practice a comprehensive approach to keep your family feeling great.
With our quick and convenient scheduling, we'll get you in within the same week, often the next day. Call us today at 509-783-5465.
Arby's has let other burger joints have their little fun. Playtime is over. The meat professionals will take it from here. Arby's, we have the meats.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
When our nice weather returns, everyone experiences the urge to get outside and enjoy our local climate. Remember not to let your exuberance give way to carelessness, because as your outdoor activities increase, so does your risk of having an accident.
More and much larger wind turbines could be coming.
As big as a Space Needle, we're going to see them from miles away.
But one local group says not here.
This just is not the right place.
The battle over wind power. Apple Valley News Now, Wednesday following the NBA Finals.
Put the toilet seat down. Why is that hard?
Next live, Theo James from The Gentleman, plus Adina Menzel. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. 2 teams triumphed in the All-Star Soccer Championship games held for Pasco Elementary Schools just a few weeks ago. And the students received a pretty cool reward, more than just a trophy.
Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio to tell us all about it. Hey, Riley.
Good morning, Jessica and Jill. That reward was 2 professional soccer players stopping by the schools to congratulate those students and inspire them to continue their soccer journeys. Roman Torres, a former player for the Seattle Sounders, and Yakima-born Sebastian Navarro, a player for the Tacoma Stars, stopped by Captain Gray STEM and Robert Frost Elementary Schools Monday morning.
How many people in here want to be professional soccer players?
Students in Pasco Elementary Schools competed for the All-Star Championship just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was intense in the final because it was going back and forth, like going each to field back and forth. And then
we made it to penalties.
We went to penalties. I scored the first one.
Yeah.
And then there was another kid that scored, and then he scored, and then the rest. Our goalie, his name is Brandon Cruz. He blocked all the goals, and then we won the championship.
Yeah.
Following the big wins for Captain Gray STEM Elementary and Robert Frost Elementary Schools, the schools invited professional soccer players out to help recognize the students.
So we were kind of here to talk with them, kind of celebrate them. So whenever Roman was talking about his life, about playing, all the stars are playing, they were like, no way. So that was fun seeing their reaction.
The students heard motivational speeches from both Roman Torres and Sebastian Navarro.
Found a friend in the loop-de-loop for Sebastian Navarro.
The messages the professional soccer players wanted to push forward were about not giving up and pushing for goals they're passionate about.
Yeah, he said he spoke with the kids after as well, and he was like, the discipline and hard work you guys show to win this championship is going to carry you guys forward in the future. He's like, all hard work pays off, so stay disciplined, work hard, and good things will happen.
And the students say their favorite part was getting the autographs and the signatures.
It's fun for us to see the joy they get from getting an autograph from a professional soccer player. Yeah, if they're happy and smiling, then we're happy.
Getting the signature.
Getting the signature, getting the book signed.
It's kind of weird for me, you know, signing stuff, because a lot of kids are like, can you sign my shirt? And I'm like, is your parent gonna get mad at me, you know?
The players say they hope the visits inspired the students involved. Navarro says his nonprofit Community First Soccer is planning to visit more Tri-Cities and Yakima schools this fall, along with hosting free soccer camps. Find more information at applevalleynewsnow.com. Jessica and Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Apple announces some big changes coming to iOS 18. What they're planning to do with artificial intelligence. Details coming up.
But first, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Are workplace injuries slowing your company down? Trust Health First Urgent Care for comprehensive occupational medicine services. Our providers are trained to diagnose and treat work-related injuries, getting your employees back to work. We also offer DOT physicals. Our expert team assesses everything from blood pressure to past medical history and even drug screenings. We work directly with employers to keep businesses running and employees safe and healthy on the job. Health First Urgent Care. We are your trusted ally for workplace wellness.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground.
Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Hi, I'm Catherine Ford, and we just finished building this dream deck for one of our best customers. And we get everything we need from Par. With Shauna's help. Everything from design to delivery.
Par, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Something is weird. Look around. All possible Triple Play customers are perfectly represented right now.
Wait, really?
There's the family, the group of adult friends, kids on their school trip.
And the first date couple, and the grandparents with their grandkids.
It's just too perfect. I knew it. They're shooting a commercial.
I thought we were better than that.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
We just thought...
If it's hidden, you might get bitten.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
This week, the best place to start your day is GMA.
This is awesome.
With Tony Hale live. Plus, get ready to say yes, chef, with the Bears' Iowa Debris.
Definitely.
And Super Chef Michael Simon cooking things up for Father's Day on GMA.
The local fight over wind turbines. Apple Valley News Now Wednesday following the NBA Finals. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hopefully your day is getting started off right. If you have an interest in weather, if you have a child that's interested in weather, well, you may want to think about attending a class. This is a free class put on by the National Weather Service in Pendleton, Oregon. This is our local National Weather Service office. They call it the Skywarn Spotter Training Class. You can learn to become a storm spotter for them. You can also just learn about all different types of weather. And it'll be this Thursday at 6:30 in the evening. It'll be held at the Benton County Emergency Services Building here in Richland. Like I mentioned, it's free. It's about 2 hours long. You need to sign up and register for the class if you want to attend. You can do that at weather.gov/PDT. And I've been to a number of these Skywarn classes, and you can learn a lot. They tell you about different types of storms and how to distinguish different clouds when we do have severe weather. It's really educational if you have an interest in weather. So check that out if that interests you. We do have a wind advisory in effect today. This was issued by the National Weather Service. This is where winds will be the strongest. We could see wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour in the Simcoe Highlands and up into the Kittitas Valley over toward Moses Lake. It's still going to be windy everywhere else, not included in the advisory. The wind gusts may not be quite as high, but we could still see wind gusts here locally, about 40 miles per hour. Legends Casino Hotel Skycam showing that we are partly cloudy, not windy just yet. Those winds will be ramping up probably in the next 2 to 3 hours. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. It's a mild start to your Tuesday. 65 in Walla Walla. How about that? 60 in Pendleton, 66 in Hermiston. So many of you probably won't even need that light jacket this morning. Tri-Cities and Prosser, it's a little bit cooler. Same story for Yakima, coming up in the mid to upper 50s. Here's the big picture. We do have that batch of clouds moving through right now out ahead of this cold front, which is associated with an upper level disturbance. And this front will swing through today. It's going to bring us some more wind as we have high pressure off to the east and that upper level disturbance moving in from the west. That pressure gradient will increase our wind speeds across the region. Tomorrow, we're a little bit cooler behind the system, and we will have much less wind across the Pacific Northwest, which is going to be nice. High pressure builds back in Thursday, so temperatures go back up Thursday, but only to come down by the weekend as our next storm system moves in. So today, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Warm, windy, 88 in Tri-Cities, 86 in Walla Walla, 83 Dayton, 88 in Hermiston. We may hit 90 at Hanford and 85 degrees in Yakima. So similar to how it felt like outside yesterday afternoon, but the difference will be the wind today. It'll stay breezy tonight. Those winds won't come down until tomorrow morning. Temperatures fall into the 40s by tomorrow morning, so a little bit cooler than what it feels like out there right now. You'll probably need those jackets back out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, a pretty seasonable day. This is where we should be this time of year. 82 in the Tri-Cities, 79 in Walla Walla, 80 in Yakima, and 81 degrees at Hanford. Now, we will heat things up again by Thursday, but then we'll see that cooling trend. Look at the weekend, much cooler. We're talking about highs in the 70s, lows in the 40s. Yes, big change. It'll be a nice weekend for Dad if Dad doesn't like the heat. 85 and windy today in Yakima, down to 80 tomorrow, back up to 85. So we go back up and down the next few days, and then we're going down into the weekend. Lower 70s for highs. 86 and windy today, 79 tomorrow, back up to 86 in Walla Walla, and then plenty of 70s with a few more clouds this weekend. Hermiston, 88 today. We have upper 80s again on Thursday, and then lower 80s Friday with 70s back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany. In consumer news, big changes are coming to the iPhone this fall.
Apple announced Monday its soon-to-be updated operating system iOS 18 will allow better messaging between iPhone and Android users.
About time. Well, the company says iOS 18 will add rich communication services support, which will allow iPhone and Android users to exchange higher quality photos, videos, and audio files.
Well, despite the improvements, iPhone users will know they are messaging someone on an Android because those conversations, yes, they will still be in green bubbles like they are now.
I feel like that's just petty of iPhone to do that. It's like you're still going to let you know that you're not on an iPhone. Well, the company also announced plans to partner with ChatGPT maker OpenAI, unveiling its first batch of generative AI tools for its mobile operating system. It's powered by what the technology company calls Apple Intelligence.
The software aims to make Siri smarter by turning the feature into an iPhone chatbot. This could let Siri perform tasks like recalling a picture taken years ago on the device and eventually learning a user's preferences to respond accordingly.
I audibly just gasped. That would be so exciting. Like, where was that picture? Where was that one time I went to that one thing, doing that one thing?
That would be very helpful, actually.
So helpful. I'm excited for this.
Scrolling through.
Well, we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the new AI features coming to your iPhone. Apple announcing what it says will be game-changing updates. Generative AI called Apple Intelligence to be integrated across its devices. The company changing everything from how you write emails to what Siri can do for you.
This is bringing AI to Apple's ecosystem. 2.2 billion iOS devices, largest install base in the world. This is marking a new chapter.
Apple emphasizing their focus on security, detailing in their presentation how the new technology was built with privacy in mind.
That's a huge part of their strength. It's a lockbox. So Apple doesn't really have privacy issues.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more of what you need to know about Apple's AI revolution with your GMA First Look. I'm Janae Norman, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. And when you can breathe better, what isn't better? This is better. This is better. That's better. And that. Even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. That's pretty good. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. It can reduce or even eliminate oral steroids. And doesn't that make things better? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change your stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53.
We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Starting off with an update on a large wildfire in Kittitas County. The fire was burning around 4,000 acres at the Yakima Training Center.
The fire has since been fully contained, but this was the scene yesterday afternoon. The fire broke out just after 3 p.m., burning in the central and eastern side of the training center. According to officials, the fire was near the river and spread quickly. We're told a crew remained on scene throughout the night to monitor and respond to any hot spots.
A Toppenish man is dead following a crash on I-82 just east of Prosser yesterday evening. It happened just after 8:15 last night. According to the Washington State Patrol, a motorcyclist was traveling east when the driver tried to pass two semis. He struck both and was thrown from the bike. The man was taken to Prosser Memorial Hospital but did not survive his injuries. Both semi-drivers were not injured.
33-year-old Felipe Robles is in jail on $1 million bail after police say he broke into a neighbor's home in Yakima, attempted to assault a teenager, and then fatally stabbed the girl's father. Police say this happened about Friday night in the 1900 block of Bogus Street. They say the 42-year-old father was stabbed multiple times while trying to defend his daughter from the assault, allowing her to run to a different neighbor's home. Robles was arrested and appeared in court yesterday on suspicion of first-degree murder, first-degree burglary, and second-degree assault.
And a man is dead after he fell down a tanker truck while working in rural Franklin County. On Friday, Franklin County Fire District 3 responded to what first came in as a medical call at Two Rivers Agriculture Fertilizer Plant on Glade Road. The fire chief says the call was upgraded to a technical rescue. Firefighters say the man who died was 56 years old and worked at the plant. No one else was hurt. The atmosphere the worker was in was fairly toxic, so the gases the man was around could be a reason for his death, or it could have been from the fall. The Franklin County Coroner's Office is investigating.
A heads up for Ellensburg residents, the Central Washington University campus will be the site of a full-scale mass casualty exercise tomorrow. That means you may see emergency cars in the area of 18th Avenue and Alder Street from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This exercise gives public safety agencies the opportunity to train and evaluate their response to a mass casualty incident. The CWU Office of Emergency Management wants the public to know the event is purely fictitious and the emergency activity taking place is for testing purposes only.
Franklin County Fire District 3 will be asking voters to support a levy lid lift on the upcoming August 6th ballot. It was first brought to voters in November of 2023, but it did not pass. Some language is being updated for this next election cycle. Voters approved a fire levy rate of $1.27 in 2018. Since then, the rate has dropped to 88 cents, while call volumes have increased by 49%. If voters approve the lid lift, it will fund one additional full-time firefighter, 2 seasonal firefighters for wildfire season, and it will build up a reserve fund for capital improvements at Fire Station 33 on South Landing Road.
And let's check in with Tiffany for a final look at your first alert forecast this morning. Hey, Tiffany.
Good morning to the both of you. It is a really nice start out there, a bit on the mild side. We do have some clouds, but we will see plenty of sunshine today. Wind's not an issue just yet, but these winds will be increasing over the next few hours. Temperatures also increasing as we show you the map. 69 in Walla Walla, 67 now. Tri-City, 69 in Hermiston, and 61 degrees in Yakima. So you probably won't even need the jacket as you head off to work this morning. 88 degrees this afternoon. Warm, windy, wind advisory in effect for the Kittitas Valley and for the Simcoe Highlands. That's where gusts could be up to 50. The rest of us could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So windy everywhere today. Just be careful while driving. Watch for things that may blow into the road. 82 tomorrow, a little bit cooler, but then we're back up to 87 Thursday. Lower 80s Friday, and then a big cool down for dads this weekend. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 40s. Yakima 85 windy today, 80 tomorrow, back up to 85 Thursday. Lower 70s this weekend, lows in the 40s, and then we'll keep it warm today in Walla Walla. Touch cooler tomorrow, warm again on Thursday. Ladies.
Thank you, Tiffany, and thanks for watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next.
You can find the latest updates on AppleValleyNewsNow.com.